Welcome, I'll be reacting to Blake's 7, Season 3, Episode 5. This is a commentary, it is not a market substitute. Please support the original on BritBox and no spoilers in the comments. Dana's outfits are such fire. Look at this. Tarrant, I don't know what you're wearing. Oh! Servalan.
No, this time we get it right.
But if only for the sake of your position. They're talking below decks, madam. But chiefly it's one man, a worker from the construction grades. He says any fool with 3 pursuit ships could take the Liberator.
Oh, he does?
Oh, really? Servalan might, just kind of out of spite, but also to give him a chance, just in case he has a point, put Jarvik in charge for a little bit, just to see how it goes. She seemed more curious than actually worried about this uppity construction person.
Bring this Jarvik to me.
That does not look like a fun away mission.
As you said.
Stop moaning, Villa.
But it's freezing down there. If I'd have known, I'd have taken a set of thermal.
Just a minute, Tarrant. Zen.
Sorry, Avon, we haven't got time.
Looks like Avon's gone for buckles, Callie went for zippers, and Tarrant went for stripes?
Analyze it.
Avon, please.
Just a minute. You can carry on now.
Avon, what are you up to?
Who is this man?
Jarvik, Madam President. You...
Well, the Liberator will soon be diffusing itself throughout the galaxy as so many billion split particles.
I don't think it will.
And yet any fool could have done it with 3.
Oh, she's going to eat her words in a minute.
You're beautiful.
Move!
Guards!
Take him! The only defensible exit was through Alpha.
Which is
So
why he
knew
avoided
exactly
it.
where the trap would be. He thinks and acts like a man, not like a machine. Right now he's heading for the harvest of Kairos.
I see.
A highly prized crystal, which is gathered during the first week following the vernal equinox.
Why does the harvest last only 1 week?
No information available. Possible causes number 802. 1. Infractional radiation
Okay,
level.
that's fine
Yes,
then.
thank you, Zen. We'll manage without the list. Wait till the Chiropan's been harvested, and then we'll hijack the space transporter.
That sounds much more reasonable.
Tarrant, listen to this.
Avon, we're
Just a
trying.
moment, I am about to extract a momentous admission. Aurak, this rock, this sopron, does it have a greater capacity for reasoning than you do?
The difference is barely measurable.
It's interesting. It's almost like Avon briefly had a power struggle with Tarrant over who was really captain, and now he's just like, whatever. You know what, Tarrant, you do you, and I'm gonna just do what I want to do, and whatever. We'll just both be on the same ship.
Was his first command.
How could you know that?
I briefed him.
You.
I was his captain.
What?
And what crime did you commit?
No crime. But when was the last time you felt the warmth of the Earth's sun on your naked back? Or lifted your face to the heavens? Machines and weapons. Mindless men and heartless mutoid. What is there left in you that feels?
Well, he's a loose cannon.
The newest, fastest, and most powerful in my fleet. Your rank shall be acting major.
I think she recognizes that he has a completely different way of working than everything she has tried so far, and clearly everything has failed so far. He's worth kind of pointing in that direction and releasing, as it were.
4 steady.
Sorry, carry on.
And the interceptor, Zen.
8 million spatials.
You'll abandon the surplus laborers.
Classic.
There's something I'd like you to do for me. Madam, in ancient times they read the future from the torn-out guts of small animals. 2 millennia later, it was in the remnant leaves of a herb.
Now it's
in a drinking
computers.
cup. I'd say that civilization has learnt a lot, to little positive advantage.
Oh my goodness.
I said overlap.
I know, but I couldn't
Didn't
find...
Callie show you?
She wasn't there.
She was...
Callie? Avon?
Villa takeover. Who, me? Stay with us.
It's my mother. My father. I don't know.
Aurak, is the rock sopron alive?
No. But it's sitting there thinking.
It could also be kind of a test where Avon is like, fine, you want to be in charge? Be in charge. Let's see how well you do.
Down, yes, down. Starboard rolls in. Maximum thrust now.
Taking the force well down and putting the energy into the blasters.
Destroyed. And all you can do is smile as though you'd achieved something.
I have.
What?
I made it look convincing.
Oh, it was convincing, all right. It convinced me. What are you doing?
Whoa. His trap is on the actual transport, I feel like. The guards. We've seen them use gas before in the Federation. They could put on protective suits and then just fill the ship with that terrible gas. Wait for the Liberator crew to show up.
Be quiet. Watch.
I don't like how he is disrespecting Servalan. I think it's a Trojan horse. There are people in those yellow boxes, not Carapan.
You'll have to spend it wisely then, won't you?
You might want to check inside first. Remember Troy?
Stay exactly where you are and don't get excited.
Pretty good, Avon. But I think this was all part of the plan. Shocking. I don't know, I feel like after all the work she's put in, she kind of deserves this moment.
So tell me, Zen, how does one...
Manual operation is not possible without full pilot training. Automatic navigation and control computers will respond to certain voice patterns.
But not yours, Serval.
That woman there. Yes, that one.
Oh no, you stay away from Dana.
And kill her.
You can try.
I'd rather accept the business end of a poisonous snake.
As I thought. Oh, well, I shall just have to watch you break. You might have been next. Though with your qualities, I'd probably have saved you.
Uh-huh.
Record her voice pattern, Zen. On this one condition.
No condition.
Sorry, too late. That instruction has to be completed by me. Unless, of course, you care to dismantle Zen and reorganize the program. That her first commands are that you proceed to a planet with suitable Earth-like conditions, and that the present crew is safely teleported to its surface.
The nearest planet of that description is Kairos.
Yes, Zen. I know.
Today's the final day. You would think Avon would have thought of that. Or maybe he did think of it and he has a plan. And of course, it's not the entire crew because Aurak is still up there. Where's Aurak?
I think we should split up into two groups.
I agree. You
No. Haven't you played D&D? You do not split up.
And as for taking orders,
You really are a primitive, aren't you? Come.
I think he has a reward in mind, and it's more like a Barbarella reward than a ship.
I've just done my footing on 500,000 credits worth of Cairo, Pat. Couldn't have happened when I was down on my luck and looking for the price of a drink, could it?
If you were down on your luck in this place.
You mean I'm not?
Do we have spiders? Giant space spiders? I have a feeling that Carapan in Dana's pocket is going to come in somehow to the plot. Like the space spiders want it, and that's why they went after the workers. I really love Servalan's cape here. And she went to the milk stand from Star Wars to get some blue milk.
What kept you? Taran, tell me, what the hell is that?
That is a proto-space age landing model.
I do like that Avon was all, I'm going to go off on my own. Good luck, everyone. And what he did when he went off on his own was located this potential spaceship to get off planet. And then he was waiting for the others to get there. And he was like, where have you been? He could have just taken it and gone. I really like his character because he's kind of an introvert and prefers doing stuff on his own. But deep down, underneath a lot of prickly exterior, he really cares about the rest of the crew and would never leave them. I feel like, I mean, he talks as if he would all the time, but I don't think deep down he would. Maybe Tarrant. But I don't think he would leave Callie. And even Villa at this point. Definitely not Dana.
But you could get this into orbit.
Well, there wouldn't be any point, and anyway.
Yes or no?
Well, presumably, nothing seems to have been
That's all right, then. Nothing to bargain with. Except...
He has the rock with
all
him?
All the trouble, all the danger, and you're still wasting time with that.
Dana, you're the warrior. You do something. Oh, I guess she's stuck. Okay. But still, punch it.
You must have touched something and smell it on you.
Oh, I see. That's what I thought, is they were drawn to Carapan. Interesting creature design.
Tarrant? Man to man?
Alright, I can kind of vaguely respect that. Put your blade down, though. Make it even.
You can have the advantage.
Alright.
The bracelet.
It's only fair to fight each of them for it.
If you want mine, you have to take it.
There always has to be one.
I would be that one.
Right, well.
You can get out of that, Dana. Come on. You can bridge out of that. Bridge.
Tarrant, you have seconds.
Strap yourself in.
They can time this right. They'll be out of there before the area is
Surface
destroyed.
boats have been launched. Impact
Zen,
in
really?
13 seconds.
Attack? We have nothing to attack with.
Then bluff it. Tell them to surrender.
Advanced time distort facility. Speed range to standard by 12.200.
Servalan's expression
to
right
standard
now.
by 12.
An image of whatever it is that happens to be scanning it.
That's so smart.
Zen saw a capacity-charged brain because that is what Zen is. Aurak saw a highly sophisticated computer because that is what Aurak is. And will she be fooled by it?
We have audio.
That's amazing.
Prepare to evacuate.
This is madness.
Captain Shag, kill
It's
her.
working.
No, wait.
Wait,
There's
Dana.
no need to.
Oh. His sense of honor just saved her. I did not see that ending coming. I thought he would be around longer. He seemed like more of a multi-episode arc character. Wow,
They've all gone.
A waste.
he saved her.
He was a special sort of man.
In spite of severe issues from the BritBox website, which hopefully in editing I'll be able to mostly eradicate, that was a very interesting episode. Servalan has been working so hard for so long to get the Liberator. I felt like she earned this moment of, at least briefly, getting to command her. And the outfit she had on was so 80s and I loved it. I have not had the urge to cosplay so many outfits from the same character since I first saw The Phantom Menace and Amidala in a different outfit every scene. Every time Servalan comes on screen, I'm like, I want to make that outfit. They had to have anchored it somehow as well, because if you put that much fluff on one sleeve, it would pull the dress like this. So there must have been an underpinning of some kind that they pinned it to. Jarvik, I have such mixed feelings about. He was clearly a villainous character because he was doing a lot of things without Servalan's permission originally. Later she gave her permission and was like, that's hot. But initially. And then he was very disrespectful to her. I didn't like that part. On the other hand, when it really came down to it, he seems to be a man of honor. And what he was interested in is getting away from computers and back into what makes us human, our passions, our almost primitive nature. We've become so cold and reliant on AI, basically, that we've forgotten what makes us alive. I thought that was a very interesting set of statements from him, comparing our reliance on technology to ancient Rome and prophecies via sacrificing animals and looking at their entrails in a way. As a result, I kind of felt for him at the end when he jumped in front of Dana and was like, no, you're not killing an unarmed prisoner like this. That's not okay, and I'm not going to let you do it. That was a great moment. But I would have liked to see more of his character. I thought he had some interesting things to say, even though he was clearly a villain. The really hilarious part about this episode, though, was Avon being such a scientist nerd introvert the whole time and just fiddling with his little project. And everyone's like, Avon, we're being attacked. And he's just like, yeah, okay. Good luck with that. And then when they really needed him, he would pop in and help. But most of the time, he was just fixated on his, I'm neurodivergent, so I get it, project. And of course, that ends up saving them in the end. I hope we don't just forget about the rock being, because that's a very interesting plot line. And hopefully Avon will return them to their planet and not just keep studying them. Very interesting defense mechanism of reflecting back at you who you are, but just up a notch. Because that's what you would be most afraid of. There was so much packed into this, I felt like it could have been a really good two-parter. It was a great single episode, but I would have liked to see it a little bit longer. How are they keeping this sleeve anchored? Because, it goes straight through here. How is it not falling off her shoulder? I guess if they made this part really tight, maybe with some elastic, they had to have used wires to get it sticking out that sharply. That is wired tulle. And then the silver is covering up the wire. Sorry, I feel like I have to make this outfit now. This show, specifically Servalan, makes me want to make 10 Servalan outfits. Go to a convention, make sure I get a hotel room in the same hotel the convention is at, and then every single workshop or panel, I go up to my room and come down in a different outfit, but always Servalan. That is what this makes me want to do. Although my friends like to tease me about my new Blake's 7 obsession with cosplay, and they're like, no one's gonna know what that is. I'm thinking about doing Callie for Halloween, and they're like, nobody is gonna know who Callie is. But you know what? It's also an opportunity, because maybe someone will ask, what is that from? And I'll be able to go, have you heard of this amazing show called Blake's 7? I really enjoyed UFO. I love Space 1999, especially year 1. I am low-key kind of wanting a uniform from both shows. In fact, I did add a patch for UFO to one of my jackets. But neither show brought out this absolute obsession with making every outfit. I know I've gone on for quite a while now, but the costume department, you are queens. From the first episode of this show to now, every time I open it up, I'm like, I adore these costumes. How do I get this off the screen and into my closet?